What motivated you to write this book? And you're telling your whole story.
I am telling from beginning to end, from birth to today. It was Fortuna the way it happened. I was put on pause at Real Housewives of New York City. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes.
Is that a surprise?
What does that mean? Yeah, can you explain that whole situation to us? I did read that in the book that you said, you were put on pause.
It's a very specific.
It's like you put in a timeout.
I think it's a very specific word they made just for me. So I actually feel very special, right?
Right. I never heard that used for someone else.
Yeah, and I also think it kind of somehow didn't offend the fans, what fans I have out there, right? It kind of made them feel like it's okay.
We have to ask if you have been watching any of this season that is going on right now. There are a lot of rumors circulating that it's just not quite the same without you.
The ratings have declined.
Wow, I'm on pause, so I'm like a Memorex tape. I just can't speak. Listen, maybe something's missing. I don't know.
Yeah,
we think there might be.
Listen, they had a really tough season.
Very much so.
I have to say, it's not like, and people that say, oh, but the other franchise. Well, you got to remember, because I lived it. We're filming in New York City.
Yeah.
Then there was and our life in New York City is restaurant and people and events.
Social
and I'm not,
life,
I'm not trying to smooth the question over, but it's true. I came back to New York City a couple times during it, and there's nothing going on. We girls are people that on the show, think about the episodes. It's jam-packed with events and people and activities. So you have to kind of take that consideration.
Yeah, definitely.
And the world was just, not in a great place.
Yeah.
So you got to remember places like New Jersey and even Beverly Hills, which is, fascinating this year. They had their big houses. They had, their glam rooms. So I don't know. I think we have to
big yards outside.
Yeah. Everyone can hang out in the backyard.
I mean, the New York Housewives are the New York Housewives. Okay.
Yeah.
Period. Done.
Now, if the pause were to unpause.
Press play.
If we were to press play, Vandy Cohen says we're pressing play. Are you along for that?
You never know.
You never know. Okay.
You never ever know. Life change. You like I say in the book, just live chapter to chapter. I am now focused on my book and the Airbnb, and I have a Bluestone Manor bourbon coming out, and I have a candle, and
candle sounds amazing.
It's amazing. And
I don't even know what Bluestone Manor smells like. I just imagine it smells
delicious.
Great, and it
I just
would
know
be
the
in that
candle needs to be.
And
in this room.
I did this Bluestone Manor bourbon because it used to be a speakeasy in the early 20th century, and during quarantine, I found myself sipping late night on dark liquor. I'm like, this is so Bluestone Manor and so sexy.
Yeah,
it is.
Dim lighting.
I'm like,
a nice blanket.
I'm just going to go into the library and have a small little glass of, bourbon.
Fireplace.
Yes, it's true. So it just seemed fitting. And then, I got this, it was so great. I got this great partnership with Nutrisystem. I guess because they looked at me on my Instagram and said, girl, that girl when they asked me to do it, they're like, oh, you have a call with Nutrisystem. I'm like, really? So they're like, hello, Dorinda, you always make it nice. And we just here at Nutrisystem would love for you to be an ambassador. And I'm thinking, I am both insulted and honored.
It is a little bit of both, right?
But I lost 16 pounds.
Well, that's fantastic.
Because so many of us gained weight. It was like a free-for-all.
It was.
It was a free-for-all.
So,
when you sit in that elasticated pants every day, it is not good.
No, the first time putting jeans back on was
tough.
Was assaulting.
It was rude.
It was assaulting. I'm like, why is there a crease there?
Yes, absolutely. But, we're so excited for everything that you have coming up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I've been watching all of this season. It's just not the same without you. I'll say it. I think a lot of people feel that way. So hopefully, that can change, but we'll see what happens. The last thing, because I feel like you were able to reflect so much on your Housewives time in the book. What, to this day now, is your favorite Dorinda-ism? Or your favorite thing people yell at you? Because I feel like there's so many now.
I mean, listen, there's this... everybody, I think everybody is, the summertime go-to is not well, bitch. I mean, I don't know what it is
And I think
about
it was
summer.
also the COVID one as well.
Oh,
like I think
forget
that
it.
went wild.
I couldn't keep. I decided during COVID to start Shopify and put my. Someone came to me and said, "Why don't you make a couple mugs?" I did this not well, bitch mug.
Yeah.
I ordered like I don't know 250. I put them up. They were gone like the next day.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I made my 90-year-old father. Pack these things up. My father called one morning. I'm like, listen, we've got to bring out like 200 packages. He's like, listen, I'm tired. I'm like, tired? We are running a company
Chop,
over
chop.
here. Now bring that red truck up here and let's get going, sir.
I love it.
So I love that. But I think one of my classic moments that always makes me laugh because I know where my head was Clip.
Yeah.
Because I was so hungover. Okay.
It's always the
I
best
was
time.
so over it. I wanted to cancel going to the scene that day. So I kind of was like, okay, we're done now. Clip, you know.
Clip.
Even the guys, these great Bronx guys in the corner they were like hovering from me.
That is the one that I think anytime people just picture it in their mind, it makes them laugh.
Yeah, it makes them
You know,
laugh.
instantly or smile, laugh, whatever it is. It's one of by far
And
the
I
best
love when
ones.
Sonia goes, "Oh yeah, you're a businesswoman." It's just too good.
Yeah, it really is fantastic. Have you been able to stay in touch with the women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to remember, I'm not friends with these girls because
You were
of the
friends
show.
with them
I was
before.
friends with them
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Ebony yet because I missed, and I'm sure we would get along like a house on fire. And Leah, I stay in touch with. She's great. You know, I miss kind of participating with her on her second season.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other girls, I mean, maybe not one, but that's okay. You know,
What do they feel about the
time
pause?
heals everything. What do they think about what?
What do they think about the pause?
You know, I they love me.
Yeah.
You know, it's a funny thing. We talk to each other often on the show, and yes, of course, Housewives is a big part of our lives, but our friendship's a big part of our lives. I think people think that all we do, we film for the 4 months, and then we're friends. We go to lunch. We talk about it, of course, and we gossip about it, but we're friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Period.
Yeah. Well,
I just was talking to Luann the other morning, actually, and we were having a big laugh about something. And, we had that moment where we were like, this would have been one of those great housewife moments.
Yeah, and we love Luann.
Because we have coffee, because she's an early riser like me. So she's always like, Dee, are you up? It's like, 7:10. I'm like, yep, I'm up.